Good morning and welcome to today's episode of the Foods Podcast. Today is the 15th day in the month of September, year 2020. It is a blessed day indeed. I rejoice with you that you are in the land of the living, on your way to fulfilling your purpose and your destiny here on earth. Today we are going to be looking at faithfulness. And today's topic is, are you faithful in a few things? Are you faithful in a few things? I will be looking at the story recorded in the Bible in the book of Matthew, and we would read from the book of, or the chapter 25. And this was talking about the Lord that went on a journey and gave his servants talents, to work with pending the time he was away. So I'll read from verse 14. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. And the Lord told him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord." And if you read further, you'll see where the servant that was given 1 talent, that 1 talent was taken from him and then given to the person, that had doubled his 5 talents to 10 talents. But my main text is what the Lord told his servants. He said, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Faithful. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So that is why I ask, are you faithful over a few things? Are you faithful over a few things? And when we talk about faithful, what does it mean to be faithful? It means to be loyal, to remain loyal and steadfast. That's just it. To be loyal, to be constant, to be steadfast. And when you're faithful to God, remain loyal to God. You are steadfast to Him, to His word, to everything that pertains to Him. You remain firm, in adhering to all His laws, His commands, His instructions, unswerving and unwavering adherence to God. That's what it means being a Christian, being a faithful servant. And as you can see, God, or the Lord in this story, gave each servant according to their several ability. So the one that he gave 1 talent still had the ability to double that, but he chose not to. So when people start saying, oh, they did not make me this, they did not offer me this position, they did not do this, have you checked yourself? Have you been faithful over a few? Because God will not commit to you a great task or responsibility if you've not been found faithful in a few. I keep telling people, you would always know a stingy person, someone that cannot give, if you especially know them when they have a little. Because out of the little that you have that you believe is not enough for you, you can still give, because there's still someone that is worse off than you. So you say that, oh, this little I cannot give, when I have more I'll give. No, it does not work that way. If you cannot give out of little now, there's no way you'll be able to give out of when you get more. Because even when you get more, you will believe that it's not enough for you. And that's the mentality a stingy person has. But out of the little that you have, you want to share. It is God that blesses. Anyway, back to what we are saying. You must be found faithful over a few things before you can be a ruler over many things. So are you faithful? Are you faithful? You must be faithful over a few things to be ruler over many things. So that's the secret. For you to be ruler over many things, be faithful in a few. Don't look at it as something small. Don't compare yourself with another person. Because they gave this person a greater task than you doesn't make you less of a success. Don't forget, God gives out to us according to our several ability. Not all of us are called to be rulers of nations. Not all of us are called to be rulers of cities or rulers of towns. But even in your own small nuclear family, are you faithful over a few things, even within that family? Are you steadfast? Are you loyal? Are you constant? Are you resolute? I encourage you today, don't despise the small beginnings. When we look at the book of Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 10, it says, "For who hath despised the day of small things?" That's the King James Version. When you look at New Living Translation, it says, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand." So I encourage you, don't despise small beginnings. Be faithful even in those small beginnings. Be faithful in the few things, because that will lift you up and it will lead to your promotion to be ruler over many things. God cannot entrust in you if He's not tested you. Even as human beings, we cannot entrust anything huge to a baby because we know their capability and their capacity. We must be fully persuaded, and they must have proven unto us beyond all reasonable doubt that they are able to manage people, able to manage things, even in their small tasks. And if you are staying faithful, even in the small, then definitely you'll be entrusted with greater things. So please apply this in your everyday life, be it in your academics, in your career, in your place of work, in your relationships, in everything. Just make sure that all things are to the glory of God. And God will grant you the strength, the patience, the perseverance. Don't forget, don't compare yourselves to others. Don't. It's not a good thing at all. God that created you for your purpose. So just stay on your line. Stay focused. Be faithful in a few, then you can be ruler over many things. Be faithful in a few, and you can be ruler over many things. Have a fantastic day. Remember that God loves you. He will never leave you. He will not forsake you. Stay connected with Yahweh, and make sure that you don't miss heaven for anything. God bless you. Shalom.